it's Gem and Jess, and if you're new to my channel, then welcome, and if you're not, then welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be doing a whip and chat, aka work in progress and chat. First, I have a disclaimer though, you might hear a little noise in the background, possibly sometime throughout the video. I live right next to a freeway off-ramp and a train station, so if you do, then I'm apologizing in advance, but hopefully you don't. If you haven't already, then, or if you would like to actually, please grab whatever it is you're working on, and let's diamond paint, shall we? I am going to sit down. I think I got everything I needed. Watch, I'm gonna sit down and forget. Or remember something I forgot. Let's see, I'm still working on this canvas, Bubblegum and Sprinkles. I've barely gotten any done, as usual. I told myself too, like, I was gonna bust this out, or as much as I could during the weekend, but no. I don't think I did even this much of it. Like, I hope you guys can see okay. Yeah, you can. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's why I don't commit to things, because I never follow through. But anyways, so yeah, I'm still working on Bubblegum and Sprinkles from Sparkle Queen Creations. This is a size 40 by 60 centimeter full square drill with double-sided adhesive. I'm going to be using my Wilson 3D design tray. And where's my pen? Here it is. My pen from 802 Diamond Painting Pens by Lisa, right here. And I'm using the Quake Hold Museum Putty inside of it. Let's see, anything else? I think that's about it. Okay, cool. Let me get a color. Well, I already have the color actually, but let me pour it in the tray. I'm going to be starting with the color DMC 3837. Can you guys see that? I hate having the camera the other way, but I feel like it looks better on the video, so yeah. I wonder if I should turn this light pad off though. Give me a second, you guys, because I want to see. I want to make sure you guys can see as best as you can, like on the video, you know. And I know I should have done this before, but I want to, like, I'm just never prepared, you know. That's better, huh? Is that better for you guys? I have a feeling it is. Let me turn this on and see if that makes a difference. I think that's probably going to be the best for you guys, okay? If you guys don't think so or whatever, just let me know in the comments. Okay, I got my freaking notes here, right here. My drink. Move this stuff. Okay. How was your guys' week? Or weekend, I should say, last weekend. I hope it was good. My week was just full of events. Let me see. What did I do with my tray? Oh, here it is. Alright. So, first, what happened? Okay, well, my power went out twice. Oh, and I wanted to give a shout out to all my friends in Texas. I know I don't know if they still are going through it, but I know they were going through it with, like, the power and the snow, you know, all that craziness. And I just wanted to say, like, you guys were totally in my prayers, and I hope everything is getting better. You know, and I totally can understand, like, not having power for 8 hours was horrifying for me this week, but let alone 3 days. Like, no thank you. So I just know you were in my prayers, and I was totally thinking about you guys. So yeah, my power went out twice. The first time wasn't really my fault, because so I got a new heater, you know, and I plugged it in, and like I had used my little oven before with the heater on, and it was fine. It was usually like the skillet that would mess it up, but apparently this night that the power went out, it decided it's not fine, so it went out. I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm over it, but I made do. I moved all my diamond painting stuff over to the outlet that worked with an extension cord through my bathroom to my bedroom onto my bed. I was like, you know what, forget it. If I'm not gonna have power except for one outlet, like I think 2 outlets had it, one in my bathroom and one out here in the kitchen, I made do. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna diamond paint. Like, there's no way. It was still way too early. So, and then it happened again. Why did it happen a second time? I don't remember why. I think it just went out. Like, I can't really think of anything. Oh, I was making cornbread. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I didn't have like too much stuff on or whatever. I think it's just like taking a crap on me, you know. So we really need to figure out what's going on. I think it's like a burnt fuse or one that's just shitty and keeps going out. I'm not sure, but my boyfriend really needs to figure that out soon because it's like getting old. So yeah, whatever, that happened, no big deal. And then what else happened? I wrote it down so I won't forget, as usual. Power went out. Oh, and then my car broke down. Like, dude, I've told my boyfriend a million times, don't take the car down the hill, like, because I don't know if whoever's new or hasn't heard this, like, I live up high up on, like, on a mountain, and we have to take this long freeway, like, past, you know, into town or whatever, and he has to take that way to work every night. So he's been taking the car, and this has happened before. I've actually talked about it, I think, before in a Whip and Chat. And I've been telling him, I don't know why you take that car. He thinks he fixed it. Well, okay, yes, he might have fixed it temporarily, or was that word? Temporarily. I don't know. I can't speak apparently today. But I knew it wasn't like fixed. Like, you're not a mechanic, bro. Like, well, apparently he thinks he is. He thinks he's a lot of things. He thinks he's an electrician. He thinks he's a mechanic. He thinks he's a miracle worker. I don't know, but he's not, you know, and he always has to learn the hard way. But whatever you want to do, dude, you know. So as usual, he gets to work one night, and he works about an hour away, 60 miles or so away. Okay, so it's not close at all. So it broke down as soon as he got to work, and I need to fix that damn drill. Hold on a second, you guys. Let's see. It's hard to do this without my light pad on, so I'm trying to. There we go. So he texts me, like, and we just got in a little argument, you know, before. So I could care less at the time. I was like, I don't give a shit. This is what you get, you know. So he texts me, oh, my car's leaking water again. I'm like, surprise, surprise. And I'm just being a smart ass, you know. I'm like, that's what you get for not listening to me and still taking it down the hill. And so, whatever, he goes to work. At least he made it to work, thank God, you know. But so he goes to work. So whatever, when he gets off work, he's like texting me, like, and I'm trying to sleep. Because remember, he works 6 at night usually give or take to 6 in the morning, sometimes later, sometimes sooner, but like, and I try to stay up so I can let him in, or I try to go to bed a little early so I have at least 4 or 5 hours of sleep before I have to wake up again to let him in, because I hate, like, having to get up right when I get comfortable to fall asleep, you know. Well, I was trying to finally fall asleep, and he's like asking me what to do and like all this crap. I'm like, dude, you're a freaking grown ass man. Like, figure it out. Call your dad, use his AAA miles, or ask him to, or get a taxi and Uber. I mean, the options are out there. Figure it out. I'm not gonna be doing this for you. This is your fault. And if you really expect me to help you after how you were being such a dick earlier, like, no, go away. I don't care. You know, like, that was pretty much my whole attitude on it. So even though I had told him from the gate, like, you know, hit up your dad, he decided to wait like an hour and a half, 2 hours to do it. So I didn't care. I didn't feel bad that he was, you know, so late getting back home, because I'm not the one that has to go back to work that night. You are. You know what I mean? That was my attitude. So, I mean, if he would have listened to me in the first place and done what I said right away, it would have been all said and done a long time ago, but whatever. So, oh, and then to top it off, so he calls AAA or whatever, and they weren't going to give him a ride home, like, with the car. I'm like, wait, so what, you're supposed to walk home 60 miles away? I was like, excuse me, isn't that part of the package? Well, yeah, I guess the driver was, like, telling him, oh, because of COVID, we're not supposed to. Like, all this crap, and, like, I don't know, I really think he shouldn't have done it, but Sammy had to pay him $100 to give him a ride home with the car. I was like, what? But at the same time, I don't think he should maybe make a big deal of it, because if he didn't do that, we would have had to pay almost $200 to get an Uber. Like, it was literally $177 for him to get an Uber. It was insane. So I was like, okay, well, damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? At least it wasn't as much as what we would have had to pay. You know what I mean? Like, this is not working out. Where is my tweezers? Oh. So yeah, I forgot what I was saying, but so that happened. And then I think the gods I think God is listening to my plea for help or cry for help, because oh my gosh, I'm like so excited, but I don't want to get my hopes up. And I know this sounds terrible, but if you've heard my videos in the past, you know my struggle. So one night, you know, Sammy was at work. I was just like doing whatever around the house. And, oh, I'm in my bedroom, and I hear the neighbor and his mom like barbecuing or something, right? Like outside. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to turn this on because I can't see anything. Sorry guys if you don't like it. Let me see. It doesn't look too bad, but sorry, I'm gonna have to because I literally can't see what I'm doing and I'm messing up. So they're barbecuing, whatever, and I can hear everything outside my window. Like they're right next to my trailer, you know. So let me fix this stupid thing. So yeah, all of a sudden I hear like a Hispanic male, like a voice, and a lady, probably a white lady, but not sure because I didn't look, I didn't go to see, but I heard, and they're like, oh, did we miss the party? And the mom like turns around like totally confused, and she's like, huh? And he's like, oh, I'm just joking, so did we miss the party? And she's like, oh, like chirping, like what's going on, you know? And she's like, oh no, we're just barbecuing. And he's like, yeah, well, we're here to talk to you about what happened the other day. And she's like, what happened? Like, lady, are you really surprised? Like, she's been asked, or she's been taken aside multiple times from different people here, telling her the issues we have with her son, right? So what had happened was the morning before that night, this old like crazy guy, like literally mentally ill, you know, like not crazy like me crazy, like actually crazy, had been over like at the neighbors, and like obviously they were getting high, you know. I mean, why else would that guy go over there? Like, so he went over there, and because he didn't have dope, this is what I'm assuming, he wasn't allowed back over there. So my neighbor was like talking shit to him, like, get out of here, don't come to my house, dude. And that guy was trying to open people's cars, and I know because I was wide awake. It was like 3:30 in the morning. I was waiting for Sam to get home, and I heard him like hitting the car handles, and I was just like, and I wasn't worried because my car that was here ain't got nothing in it, and he wasn't even on that side of the parking lot, right? Like he was on the other side. So, and then the neighbor comes out, starts screaming at him, get the fuck out of my house, and like punching him in the face. This is what I heard. Like, I didn't see it, but I heard him, like the old man, like, ow, 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 you know. So I guess that's why they pulled up on his mom, because they're like, yeah, because my neighbor across from us, Taco Man, has, that's what we call him, has a video camera. So he got it all on film. And so the lady was, I guess, the manager, and the Hispanic man that I heard was the maintenance man, because I found out later. And they were like, oh, we have been getting multiple complaints, like complaint after complaint after complaint, you know, and you hit this old man in the face and screaming at him. He's like, I know, because he tried to lie and say, no, I didn't know who he was. Yes, you do, because we have you on camera, the guy coming in and out of your house before, like, just because he didn't have dope no more, like, you just didn't want him to come back. Well, you know, a guy's homeless, he's mentally ill, he's not all there, he's old. Like, if you invite him in your house and do drugs with him, I'm sure he's thinking in his head that he can come back, right? I mean, I'm not positive, I don't know, but he that's like the 5th time he had done that, like come to try and go kick it with the neighbor again, but he would say no every time. After that one time he did let him in, right? So that's just what I'm assuming, you know, like I'm not a freaking expert and I don't know, but like, so you don't go beat, so when he said that, the Hispanic guy like, oh, we have it on camera, and he tried to lie about the neighbor, saying, no, I didn't, I just told him to leave. He's all, well, the neighbor showed me, like, the other neighbor. He's like, I can go get the film if you want to, like, and he shut up. And then he's like, well, she's all, yeah. She's like, what's going on with that? And he's like, well, I didn't want him to come back over here. She's like, so why didn't you just call the cops if he kept coming over here and harassing you, you know, like, duh. And obviously he's not going to tell her, oh, because, you know, I have had him let him over here before, and, you know, because he's trying to lie, saying he never seen him or met him before, right? To the lady. I hope I'm making sense here. So, and he's like, oh, I don't know, I just, you know, was telling him to get out and not to come back because he was trying to get into people's cars. And she's like, so you're gonna risk getting evicted before, instead of calling the cops? And I was like sitting there and I'm like, yes, like, does this mean, you know, like, I hope so. Well, so, and then he starts arguing, like, talking about way out shit, like, shit that didn't even, like, go with the whole situation, like, just trying to, like, get defensive because he knew he was, like, getting jammed up like he always does, right? So I don't really know what happened, but I know they already had a warning before, so this would be the second one. So, like, I'm really hoping, you guys, that means he's gonna be gone, like, soon, you know, like, I'm not counting on it because stuff like that never goes my way, but, like, I really hope so. But I just wanted to tell you guys that. I thought that was so funny. Like, that's what you get. Like, karma's finally catching up to you. And then, like, the neighbor's mom tried to tell my boyfriend one night that only Taco Man complains about him, right? About her son, my neighbor. Well, apparently that was a lie, because I just heard the manager with my own ears saying she's been getting complaint after complaint after complaint from a bunch of different people. We haven't complained once. And, like, I know you're probably thinking, well, you're the one that's bitching about it. Why wouldn't you do something about it? And I'm totally the same way. Like, I hate when people don't, like, that won't shit and get off the pot, or don't want to shit but they don't get off the pot, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not the one to be coming to problems to and not doing anything about it, because I'm just going to tell you what's up. Like, well, if you're not going to do anything about it, I don't want to hear it type shit, you know? So I get what you mean, but the reason why we haven't is for two reasons. One is because we don't like to start, like, even if it is him, like, it don't matter. We just like to kind of stay out of things because this is where we live, and we're really, really trying not to get kicked out or complained on or have the heat on us, I should say, you know. So that's one reason. And two, I'm literally behind on my rent, so I feel like I shouldn't be the one calling to complain on people when I don't even pay my rent on time. Like, and that's just a fact, like, you know. And we were going to, like, complain when we caught up on rent. Like, we're only like a month behind, like, but that's still kind of a lot, you know. But I guess we don't have to now because apparently everyone else is doing it regardless. She was lying to us about that, so I just thought that was crazy. I had to tell you guys. Anyway, so oh, and then hold on, let me get a different color. Which one was this one? Okay, and now I'm gonna do DMC 3609, if you can see that pink color, okay? So then I talked to my mom, like, I think it was yesterday actually, and she just pissed me off. Like, she was like supposed to come out here in April, which I should have known better, you know, but excuse me, I had like some in my throat. But I asked her, I'm like, are you still coming in April? Because that's like pretty soon, kind of, you know. No, I'm not. I'm sorry, babe. You know, I really want you and Sammy to come out here. And it's like, no. I was like, at first I was like nice about it. Like, okay, well, I'll talk to him. Even though I knew it was going to be a no. Like, we can't afford to go anywhere, like, or take any days off. Like, Sammy's working 7 days a week because I don't have a job right now. Well, I'm collecting unemployment, like, whatever, you know, but that's not like a job. And California, if you guys have heard anything about our news, our unemployment news, they have not paid us since December. So I literally have 7 weeks of checks that I haven't gotten. So it's been, or sorry, not 7, 14, because it goes every other week. So 14 weeks I haven't been paid still, and I still haven't been paid. Like, they're saying supposedly the beginning of March we will, but they're full of shit. Like, because they said that February we were gonna get it, and it's still not here. So it's just a mess, you know. We can't afford anything, and so that doesn't stop me from shopping, but shh, don't say anything, okay? So I already knew it was a no in my head, but I just didn't want to say no right then. Like, but then I thought about it. I was like, dude, I should have been like, no, screw you. Like, I hate to say that because it's my mother, but she has gone to see my sister already, like 2 months ago. And it's like the 4th time, by the way. My sister lives all the way in Colorado. She lives in Louisiana. So it's almost like the same distance, I think. If not, maybe I'm closer. I don't know. But regardless, it's about the same distance, I think. And so what, like, if you really wanted to see me, you would have come out here knowing, like, you have money. And she just left Texas, like, before that snowstorm hit there. She was visiting there. Like, she had left 2 days before that snowstorm hit, she was telling me. So if you can go to Mexico and see you, Mom, if you can go to Texas just to kick it there and hang out, and if you can go see my sister in Colorado, then you can come see me. So I'm just, next time she asks me, I'm gonna be like, no. It's not like we couldn't anyways. Like, even if I had the choice, I probably wouldn't, to be honest, because that, like, pissed me off, you know? But at the same time, like, she knows we're broke as shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. So that just pissed me off. And, like, I'm just so over this. And then she tried to say the COVID thing was an excuse. You planned coming out here, what was it, like, November or something? Like, way in, like, the peak of the pandemic, pretty much. And now it's an issue. Like, we wouldn't have anything to do. So, like, you knew that when you planned coming out here. Like, we were right in the middle of the damn pandemic, and we just, you know, nothing's changed. Like, she just aggravates me, like, ugh, clearly. And, like, I love my mom. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want you guys thinking that, like, I'm trying to, like, hate on her or anything, but it just, like, it gets annoying because she's always been like that. She's really selfish, like, and she is, and I don't care, like, I can back that up. Like, I don't know, it's a long story. I just feel like if you could go see my sister and everything else, then what's the problem? Oh, I'll fly you guys out. Okay, thank you, but we can't take a day off. Like, there's, or Sammy, and I'm not gonna go out there by myself. Like, hell no. Sorry, I'm not, like, like, I'm just not. There's no way, you know? So, it is what it is. It just, like, irritated me. Do I have any more 3? Like, why did I even choose this stupid color? Okay, I guess not. Let me switch a color real quick again. Okay, so that was pretty much my week. Nothing special, really. Just, you know, a bunch of crap. Well, I guess the neighbor thing was kind of special to me, but other than that, like, today is Sunday. I'm going to put this up tomorrow. So, or tonight. It's like, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night right now. Me and Sammy slept all day. We must have been exhausted. I know he was. Excuse me. Hiccups. But we slept till, oh my god, 8 o'clock at night. Like, well, we didn't go to bed till probably 6:30 in the morning, to be fair, but still, like, I never, even if I do go to sleep when he gets home around 6 or 7, I usually wake up 3-ish, 4 latest, you know. But he had to go to work at midnight tonight. Freaking crazy, man. I feel so sorry for him. I really need to find him another job, man. But I've been looking, but it's like, they're not answering us back. And I get it. It's COVID. No one's probably, I mean, they're hiring, but it's like a pain to get interviews because of the whole, like, social distancing crap. I'm just like, I just want it to be over. Like, seriously, I'm so over COVID. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I told you guys last week that I was going to do, like, a get to know me thing, you know, better. Get to know me thing better. That makes sense, right? Get to know me better thing. So I'm gonna do that right now. If you guys want me to do a part 2, just let me know. I'll totally do another video for part 2. I'm only doing 20 questions because I'm not just gonna answer them quick. I mean, some I will. Sorry, I see some that are, like, out of place. I hate that. Drives me nuts. So, but yeah, if you want me to do, like, up to 50 questions or even 100, I don't care. Just let me know. The only reason why I did 20 is because I wanted to tell you how my week was and stuff too, and I didn't want this video to be, like, you know, an hour long or whatever. I know a lot of people do hour-long whipping shots, but no, I'm not. I can't do one of those. So yeah. The only time I will do a 1-hour whip chop is if it's a challenge, which is what I did with Mrs. Coffee's thing. So yeah, just so you know, heads up. Don't expect it. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do now. I didn't write any of the answers down that I wanted to say, okay? But I did write one because I wanted to remember the facts about the person. So let's see. Okay, yeah, so let's get to it. Alright, so first question. Ew. Does anyone else, like, have long hair and always finds hair on your painting? Or, like, you'll see it all of a sudden stuck from underneath drills and you have to take the tweezers and pull it out? Like, oh my gosh, that happens to me all the time. It drives me nuts. Okay, question 1. When and where were you born? Okay, well, I was born July 25th. And I was born in Honolulu, Hawaii, at Tripler Hospital. It's the big pink hospital. If you guys ever go to Oahu, you will see it. I mean, I don't know if it's the only hospital there, it might be, but it's a huge pink one that you could see. Like, it's like in the middle of the island, I think, or something. I was born in Hawaii because my dad at the time was in the Navy. He was in the Navy for 10 years. I'm a Navy brat, by the way. I used to have to move every year. Literally every year we moved to another state. So I learned early not to make friends or get close to anybody, because then I would just be hurt and sad that I had to move, which is why I am such a distant person probably now, and I still have a hard time even as an adult getting close to people, which sucks, but it is what it is. So see, I found another hair. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, that's where I was born, Honolulu, Hawaii. What's your name and are you named after someone? My name is Jessica Marie, and I am actually named after someone, and you guys are gonna laugh because my dad wanted a boy so bad, he named me Jesse after Jesse James. Like, I'm pretty sure that's like a character of a movie or a show from when he was a kid. I think that's what he said. And I'm like, really? Great, I'm named after a boy. And even to this day, my whole family calls me Jessie. Only my close family calls me Jessie. And it's like normal to me. But if anyone else were to call me that, I would look at them like, my name's Jessica. Like, I would get super irritated. But yeah, my whole family calls me Jessie. So annoying. But it is what it is. It doesn't bother me because I'm so used to it with them. But yeah, apparently I'm named after a boy, which is really cute. Number 3. Where are you from and are you proud of it? Oh, hell no, I'm not proud of it. I'm from Escondido, California. That's in San Diego County. And it is, well, okay, I've lived all over the country. But where my family decided to finally settle down at is Escondido, California. And it is ghetto. I mean, just Google it. You'll see. We have at least 4 gangs there. East Side Diablos, West Side, the Santos, Diablo, Santos, West Side. Is there any more? I thought there was one more. No, I think that's it. So 3, and that's just the Mexican ones. Like, I'm not even talking about, you know, the others. So yeah, it's just straight hood. It wasn't like that when we first moved there when I was like 8 years old. I mean, it was bad, but not as gnarly as it is now. It is so dangerous there now. Like, I mean, hearing the ghetto bird and gunshots at night was so normal for me. I would sleep to it, and that's not even a joke. Like, I'm not proud of growing up there. I'm sorry, but I'm just not. And if anyone from there is listening to this, you can relate. Like, I don't care what you say, you can relate. So yeah. Next subject. What is your favorite hobby or hobbies and why? Well, clearly now it's diamond painting, and what was and still is here and there is adult coloring for me. Those are like my main 2. I like to garden and cook and stuff like that, but those are my main 2. And the reason why is because it's something I can just zone out on. It helps with my anxiety and like my depression and my stress, and like I can just focus on it, and it blocks out everything that's like running through my mind, you know, like all my problems and thoughts and like insecurities or whatever it may be. Like, none of that. Like, you know when you have voices in your head and you just like keep hearing them over and over when you're just trying to like chill, or like maybe you're trying to fall asleep at night? and you just hear them talking shit or like whatever it is, like, you know, like that happens to me all the time, and this is the one thing I can do where that isn't taking over my head, like those voices, you know. I know that sounds weird, but so yeah, that's why, because it helps me relax for once and like block all my shit out that I'm suffering with, like mentally, you know. What is your favorite TV show or web series? Okay, my favorite, like, I guess TV show would be Ancient Aliens. I'm obsessed. And my favorite web series, any series on Gaia. Like, I think my favorite would be Ancient Civilizations on the web series Gaia. It's on YouTube, like, a little bit, but the main series, I think, is on Amazon Prime Video, or they have their own app. I think you have to pay a certain amount to watch, like, to be able to watch it every month, unlimited. But it's so amazing because they talk about meditation, they talk about, you know, extraterrestrials, they talk about enlightenment, the power of your heart and like your chakras, and like just all kinds of amazing things. I highly recommend you guys go check it out. Just YouTube, search bar Gaia, Gaia, and the things on there are just so, they open your mind so much, and you learn so much from that show. Like, I became a different person, and I'm not even joking, watching that show, because I learned and so many things and became so enlightened with certain things. Like, it's just amazing. So yeah, that's my favorite for sure. Okay, who is your favorite person in modern history? So I have a ton of them. Okay, like, how do you choose one favorite person? Because so many people in this world have done, especially, sorry, I'm trying to find my putty. Oh, here it is. A lot of people in modern history have done amazing, great things in this planet. You know, like, how do you choose one? It was really hard for me to find one that I could really, really love. But I think if I had to choose one from back in the day, not so much more recently, because there's so many cool things that have happened because of people recently, right, would be Edgar Cayce. If you don't know who Edgar Cayce is, he was born from 1877 to 1945, and he's also called the Sleeping Prophet, and has the most documented he's the most documented psychic of the 20th century. So like for more than 40 years, Cayce gave psychic readings basically to thousands of seekers while in an unconscious state, like a meditation state, right? So I'm trying to get some putty in here, and it's being a brat. There we go. Okay. So yeah, so while he was in like a unconscious state or a meditative state, you know, he would diagnose illnesses, reveal past lives, and also he would do prophecies of things to happen or things to come, which I think is so cool. And they were accurate. Like, all he would need to know is your name and your address, I think. He didn't even have to see you in person, and he would pass out. He would put himself in like a trance state, and his assistant would record all the diagnosis, like say your stomach's hurting and you think you have like cancer, or like say your throat's been hurting and you haven't been able to talk very well and you're scared and you want to know what's wrong with you because the doctors can't figure it out. He would literally tell you what was wrong with you, give you the remedy for it, and cure it, pretty much. People were saying, like, he has let's see, he grew up in Kentucky, I've read, and he eventually moved to Virginia, but he's buried also in Kentucky. During his lifetime, he gave 14,000 documented readings, and he's also called sometimes the father of holistic medicine because of all the people he helped from finding out the diagnosis and curing them. He even has his own institution, I think, or association. Like, you guys, like, you gotta look this dude up. There's a documentary about him. It's really amazing. But I think, and he wasn't like, you know, he was a devout Christian. He went to church every Sunday of his life. He was like a Bible school teacher, I think. Like, he believed in God very, very strongly. Like, I know a lot of people, either they'll believe, you know, either you believe in God, but you don't believe in like stuff like the other stuff, like psychicness or like past lives, basically, because they think it's like either you go to heaven or hell or whatever, right? But clearly, like, he wasn't like that. He was like both, I think, like, because he believed in God so strongly, but he also would believe in past lives. And that's how I am too, I think. Like, I'm still like finding my spirituality, you know, but I'm really working on it. And I don't know, I just think it's really cool that he was just this normal guy and he had a gift and he helped other people with it. And he didn't really expect anything back. He actually helps people so much. It really was the thing, I think, in the end that killed him, like, because he needed rest, you know, but he wanted to help as many people as he could. And I think he died of a stroke, you know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he died of a stroke. So, okay, I'm all done with this putty, finally. So yeah, Edgar Cayce for sure was one of my favorites. Next question. Do you like animals? And which is your favorite, cats or dogs? Yes, I like animals, but when I was growing up, I did not. And not because I, like, just didn't like them. I did like them. I was just like, oh, okay, cute. I didn't really grow up with animals until, like, later. I was, like, 11. But I was a very irresponsible child, and so when I had to have a pet, or when I wanted a pet, I would always regret it, because I never wanted to take care of it. That sounds so terrible, but it's so true. I would, like, end up giving it away, or, like, whatever, you know, like, but now, like, I love animals, like, way more than I ever did as a child. But, yeah, so, yes, I like animals, I guess, and cats or dogs. I'm definitely more of a cat person. I do love dogs, like, they're so cute, and they're fun, they, like, are loyal to you and stuff, but I like cats better, I think, because they're more like me. Like, they just, like, you don't have to potty train them, really. They do their thing. If they want attention, they'll let you know. If not, then leave them alone, you know, like, that's literally how I am I think that's, like, my spirit animal sometimes, you know, so I think I like cats more, but that doesn't mean I don't like dogs, you know, because I love them too. Are you more of an extrovert or introvert, or do you fit the definition of an ambivert? I think an ambivert more so. When I was younger, I was definitely an extrovert. Like, I was super social butterfly. I always had a ton of friends, was popular, like, whatever, you know, never wanted to be home. Like, I hated staying home and being with my annoying little sister, like, you know, I just always wanted to be out partying or with my friends or whatever it was, like, and then the older I got, the more introverted I became, because a lot of crap happened in my life, and so it just made me shut down and just draw into myself. I let things build, and then I explode. I know that's not good, but that's just how I am, so I'm trying to work on that too. But now I think I'm starting to get towards the middle of, like, I guess ambivert, like, where I can be social when required, and then if I'm alone, I just kind of stay to myself and mind my business, you know, like, so yeah, I think that's more, like, of how I am, I guess both, like, I don't know. What was your favorite subject in high school? It would definitely be English. I was obsessed with English and literature growing up. I loved to read about Troy. Like, I think reading books was, like, my first escape as a child. I started reading adult novels, like, when I was, I think, 8 or 9. Like, I had a very high advanced reading level, but I just loved going into another world or another time, and I still love to read. I just don't do it anymore. But yeah, I've read many books in my life. I love reading, so I think English was my favorite. I hated math. I suck at math, still do to this day. Yeah, so no thank you, but English for sure. Have you ever been in any sports? Did you do any in high school? If so, yes, I was in cheerleading growing up, like Pop Warner, like when I was, like, in elementary school, middle schoolish, and then in high school I was on the dance team, like the high school dance team. I think I'm done with this color. I'm pretty sure. Dang it. Okay, well, I don't even have my my list of colors, because remember I told you she sent me the wrong color that doesn't match with the legend. So I have the file on my phone and I'm filming right now, so this is going to be interesting. Did I memorize any colors? I think that one's 8-2. Oh my gosh, you guys, I don't want to have to, like, oh, you know what, I wrote the colors down for this very reason. Yay, I just remembered. Duh. 1 second, you guys. I have it, the list, on the ground somewhere. Let me grab it real quick. I'm so sorry. I thought I would be done by now with my, oh shit, oh excuse me, sorry about my language. I thought I would be done with my whip and chat by now, but clearly I'm not. Oh my gosh, where is it? I can't find it. Why is my life like this? Well, you know what? I'm not even gonna make you wait, so yeah, excuse me. This is what we're gonna do. Is it down there? Oh, no? Dang it, man. Alright, let me see if I can find a color that I remember what the symbol goes to. Oh, I think I remember this one. 208 is B. Okay, cool. So I'm going to do 208 now. Oh, thank God I remembered one. Okay. What was I asking? Oh, yeah, dance competition in high school, but that's it. That's all the sports I did. Cheerleading and dance. How tall are you? Do you wish you were taller? No, I don't wish I was taller. I'm 5 foot 3 inches. I'm a very short person, little shouty, but I actually love it because I can wear as high of heels I want to and not over or be towering over people. Yeah, so, and clothes fit me good. You know, I can shop in the children's section and that's a fact, or the women or junior section, and not children's, not like, you know, toddlers or anything, but I like that I can shop in juniors right now and women. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I'm really short. I'm only 5'3" and I think I weigh maybe 100 pounds. Like, I'm a really petite person. But it doesn't mean I won't knock you out. I'm just saying. Let's see, oh no, I already did that. Okay, what are your main fears? My biggest fears are heights. Like, I'm deathly afraid of heights for sure. Like, I'm scared to even stand up upon a chair. Like, don't ask me to get on a stool because I won't do it. I don't know why. Since I was a little kid, I've been so deathly afraid of heights. I hate roller coasters because they're so high up usually. So yeah, my dad used to call me Yellow Jacket because I was such a chicken when we'd go to like Disneyland and stuff, because I never wanted to go on any of the rides. Like, I'm better now as an adult, but as a kid, I would freak out. Like, do not put me high up on nothing. So yeah, I hate being high. Like, not like that. I hate being up high, I should say. I'm scared of heights. And what else? Biggest fear, probably like a tsunami too. Like, I used to have nightmares as a kid, like tsunamis were gonna get me. Tsunamis and tornadoes, isn't that hilarious? Like, but mostly tsunamis. Like, it's so weird. Like, that's why, like, I would hate to go on the beach. Like, one time I went to Hawaii when I was 16 to see like where I was born and stuff, and there was an earthquake when we were doing the lava hike, and it's like a hike at night you can go on to see the lava that's coming out of a volcano still. And there was a little earthquake and I freaked out. I'm like, we're gonna die, there's gonna be a tsunami. And I was with my grandma at the time. She's the one that took me, and she looked at me like I was crazy. Like, what? Chill out, dude, you're embarrassing me. Like, it was so funny. So yeah, I guess that would be my biggest fears. If you could go anywhere in the world, where would it be? Definitely Egypt. I want to see the pyramids of Giza and the temples, and I mean, the most amazing things. I mean, from what I've seen on TV, I would literally do anything to be able to go there. I have been to many countries, or well, I guess we'll get to that. So yeah, the answer would be Egypt for sure. Have you been to another country? Here we go. Okay. Have you been to another country? If so, where? Yes. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Canada. I've been to Scotland. I've been to Tobago. Tobago is, it's like a little island. Like, yeah. So Canada, Scotland, Tobago, Mexico, and I've been to Holland, London. Is that it? I haven't been to Singapore. My parents have, though. And I think that's it. Yeah, like, because my, even though my dad was in the Navy, my mom's dad, before he passed away, he used to work for a Halliburton oil company, and he would have to travel and live all around the globe. So, we would always, a lot of the times, go see him during the summer. I spent my 11th birthday actually in Scotland. That was pretty cool. But, so yeah, I've been to more than one country besides the US. I still love to go to more countries. I would love to see Italy, Egypt, like I said. I want to see Peru. I want to see, you know, many other places. I love to travel. It's just, the older I get, the less I get to go anywhere because I can't afford it. So, describe yourself in just 3 words. I would be loyal, strong, and very indecisive, for sure. I'm probably the most loyal person you'll ever meet. I am a Leo, and that is pretty much what we're known for, but it's not definitely the only thing we're known for, okay? Please keep your comments to yourself. But it's weird because I'm on the cusp. Like, I'm literally on the cusp of Cancer and Leo, so I'm fire and water, so if that tells you how naturally bipolar I am, well, maybe now you understand. Water and fire. And I'm strong, not physically. I'm strong mentally, okay, emotionally. I have been through so much in my life that if I wasn't strong, I would have given up a long time ago, you know what I'm saying? And indecisive, I mean, hello, you guys have seen my videos, right? Like, girl, get it together, you know? So yeah, that would be my 3 words. Who do you admire more, your mom or dad? My dad, for sure. My dad's accomplished way more in his life. He's been through a lot of shit too, and he's gone through it, and I love my dad so much because he's a very non-judgmental person and always taught me to not be to be a non-judgmental person. Like, he don't care if you've been to prison, if you've done drugs, whatever you've done in your past, okay? He never judges anybody from that. All he cares about is, are you cool today, and do you do right by me today? Like, that's it. And even if you did screw me over, did you make it right? Were you man enough or woman enough to respect yourself enough to make it right? Like, at least have the balls to say sorry and make it right, you know? I mean, that's exactly how I am. Like, I understand, my dad understands we're not perfect. We're human beings. We mess up all the time. But, so, like, if you mess up with me or as a friend or whoever, maybe, or whatever, maybe I should say, I'll forgive you because I know I'm probably gonna be next, you know? Like, as long as you apologize and like I'll understand. And hey, maybe I was at fault. Maybe it was because of me and I didn't notice it at the time or realize it, like, you know, and that's what my dad always taught me to be like. So I do admire him more. Plus, when my mom was not unable, I should say, to take care of me and my sister growing up, when I was a teenager and stuff, he stepped up. And because of my dad, I actually graduated high school and everything. I was about to get kicked out. Like, it's just a long story, but so I really, really love my dad and admire him for sure. Do you have any siblings? If so, how many? Okay, so I have a little sister who's like my only blood sibling, but I also have a little stepsister and a little stepbrother. That's my stepmom's kids. And I pretty much consider them my brother and sister because they've been around since I was 13 years old. Since they were like 6 or something, 7 or 6. So yeah, I guess 3, but technically by blood 1. Which is your favorite ice cream flavor? Peanut butter chocolate, but only from Baskin-Robbins. The bomb. And if I had to get a second place, if I could get one, it'd be rainbow sherbet from Baskin-Robbins. I'm obsessed with those ice creams. I don't know why. I always have been since I was a kid. They're so delicious. Are you a technology lover? If so, why? I think I'm not. I'm really not, because I grew up in a time where we didn't have it, and I miss those days a lot. I mean, but I'm not gonna front and act like technology sucks, because it don't. It's helped us in so many ways, in many wonderful ways, but I feel like it's also destroyed us in a lot of ways too. Kids don't go outside and play anymore. Like, you know, people are bullying people on the internet, like, way worse than we ever got it as a kid. But I think it's also helped us by, like, you know, Google Maps and stuff. Like, we can find out, we can learn anything we want, which I also think is awesome, from the internet. Like, I don't know, that's a hard question, but I'm definitely not in love with it, but I do think, I don't, like, not want it, if that makes sense. Okay, what event took place that completely changed you forever? This is the last question. I think that would be, I call him my brother, okay, but he wasn't technically. So when I was like 12, 13, my stepmom was with my dad, and her nephew had been giving, you know, my stepmom's brother, I guess, because that's his son, a bunch of trouble. Like, he was doing drugs, he had overdosed on coke and almost died, and like, he was my age, he was 13 years old, I think. I was 12, or he was 14, I was 13, something like that. I'm sorry, I'm trying to make this as short as possible, this answer. Basically, my dad took him in, okay, because Jeff, which is my, it's so funny because that's my dad's name too, Jeff, which is my stepmom's brother, and my dad are like best friends. They became like best friends. And Malcolm, his son, you know, was causing shit, so my dad took him in, pretty much adopted him, got him in school, set him straight, all that shit, excuse my language. And so that was like my brother, because from then till I was 18, he was there at my dad's house, and I lived with my dad too, me and my sister. So anyways, I went to prom with him, even because I didn't have a date. So like, I asked him to go because he wanted to hook up with my friend or whatever. So I was like, all right, well, I ain't got a date anyways, you want to go with me as my date so we can go party or like whatever, you know. It was my senior prom, so he went, which was cool. But he committed suicide, like, dang, it's been like, I want to say 7 years, 8 years, I think 8 years. And that really messed me up. So yeah. that's probably like the one thing that changed me. Sorry guys. And why? I mean, well, clearly, you know, when something like that happens, like, it changes you forever, you know. So those are the 20 questions I found that I thought you guys would like, or maybe that I thought were like not just boring ass answers for me to, or boring ass questions for me to answer. I wanted to have some variety, so you guys could get to know who I was better, I guess. If you would like a part 2, let me know in the comments. I would love to, you know, I really don't mind. If not, then whatever. On the agenda, oh yeah, the book. On the agenda this week, I have this, obviously, Whip and Chap going up tomorrow, and then I have, you guys like my little thing I posted on Instagram? It lights up. Oh, it's not lighting up now. Oh, there we go. Look at, isn't that cute? Can you guys see how it's lighting up? I have a diamond one too, but anyways, back to the point, Jessica. On the agenda, this video, definitely an accessory unboxings of unboxings. I seriously can't talk today. An accessory unboxing of some 3D printed items, okay, trays, and I think it's trays and something else. I'm pretty sure, not for sure, but I think something like that, and some other stuff, okay. And then I have that video, and then I have I think I'm gonna do a kit up video, and I hope you guys, please, I hope I can get this post review. I don't know for sure though, because I still have a lot to do, but I'm really gonna try. If not, next week for sure, okay. If not though, I will replace it with another video. I try to get at least 3 a week, you know, for you guys. And if you guys want me to do a part 2, I will. Like, I'll just do another whip part 2, you know. So that's gonna be on the agenda for this week. Yeah. If it's not a kit up video, it's gonna be the storage idea thing, which I know I keep saying I'm gonna do, but it's gonna be really short. I don't like to do really short videos, you know, but maybe. If I can't do the post review or something else, then I might have 2, actually. I might have 2 accessory unboxings, so stay tuned. And another thing, what else? Oh, okay, so after this video clip, I'm gonna be showing you another video clip. So when this is over, like me sitting right here, I'm gonna show you another clip of something. It's gonna be, I'm gonna be adding the video of something I received in the mail from Amazon, and it's something to keep all my diamond painting pens in. And I wanted to show you guys and share it with you in case you have a lot of diamond painting pens that you want to store somewhere and you don't have anything. I want to give a huge thank you and a huge shout out to Diamond Painting with the Besties, okay? Please go check her out. She's on YouTube as well. I will link her channel in the description box below. I love her unboxings because she's like kind of like me. Like, she has different paintings from a bunch of different companies, like not just all the same, you know, company or whatever. And I just think I love people that have like variety of unboxings, like a variety of companies, you know, on their channel. So you guys should go check her out if you can. She showed me love, like when I first got into the community. She showed me mad love on my Instagram and everything, and she was the one that got me literally off my ass to like start filming more. So I just want to give a huge thank you to her. She's like been my day one pretty much. So please go check her out. Again, I'll put her link in the description box. She's the one that sent me the link actually to the item I'm going to be sharing with you after this clip. So if it weren't for her, I wouldn't have it or found it. She had it actually in her diamond painting pen stash video, if you guys want to go see it too on her channel. It was so sick. I was like, oh my gosh, please tell me where you got it. Like, it's so perfect. So I'm going to be showing that clip after this one, okay? So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that. What else? Oh, and I'll also put the link to that that item I'm going to show you after this clip in the description box as well, along with everything I used in this video, okay? And the painting, of course. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, whoever is watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed my little questions and everything. And again, I'm going to be showing you the next clip. So I hope you guys all have a great week this week. I will be seeing you shortly, and see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye. Hey guys, this is the clip I'll be showing you after my whip and chat. I want to give a huge shout out to Diamond Painting with the Besties. I'm going to link her YouTube channel in the description box, so please at least go check her out. She's a small channel like me, and she's really cool, and she's also a Californian, and if you could go show your support, that would be awesome. She has some amazing paintings on her channel too. Anyways, back to the point. She posted this box on her diamond painting pen stash challenge, and was nice enough to send me the link to get one. I know it's not really my style. I like glitter and pink, but it's okay because this is balance for me right here, okay? So it's a pen box, right? She sent me the link from, I got it off Amazon. And sorry, don't mind the mess. So it has all the pen slots. And the only reason why these are empty right now is because I'm saving them for the orders that are soon to be coming. Like literally, probably within the week. Don't judge me. So it has this, right? This part. And then it has like drawers. It's gonna fall over. Hold on. Let me get it open. There we go. Look at that. If you're obsessed with pens, okay, like I am. Whoa, shh, stay. And there's a second drawer, okay? I think there's like 36 altogether or something. Not sure. But I just wanted to show you this in case you're like me and buy a lot of pens and maybe don't have a place to store them or whatever. She hooked me up, sent me the link, and I would love to do the same for someone else if they need it. So thank you again, Diamond Painting with the Besties. You're amazing. And again, I will post her link in the description, and the link to this actually also, in case anybody wants it. I think they might have another color too, but I'm not too sure. But it's beautiful, and I'm just saying, you might want to get it if you're obsessed with pens like me. I think I might need 5 more, but let's not jinx, you know, myself. You guys all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye!